chatting to Cristian about how to leverage video during COVID-19. A little bit about our presenter today. Cristian has produced over 600 productions in Australia and internationally, and regularly runs workshops that have so far helped over 500 marketers and business leaders design a video strategy to grow their business. His groundbreaking video strategy framework offers a unique approach to video productions that ensures your video not only looks really great, but also aligns with your business, your goals, and your overall strategy. During this live webinar, we will be discussing a few things, including the do's and don'ts of producing your own videos, how to create valuable content for your videos, tips to firm up your own videos, and how to present in front of the camera. So Cristian, if you wouldn't mind, please take it away.
Hello, everyone. Just checking that all of you can hear me well and that you are all good and ready to go. Well, today we are talking about how to leverage video during COVID-19. So thank you for joining us, and we have an hour to share this content with you. Please make sure you take notes, because at the end we will go into our Q&A, and I think the question section is very valuable, so we can all interact and make sure that you don't have any questions after we finish this presentation. So let's get started. I want to talk to you about the COVID-19 opportunity, okay? The COVID-19 opportunity, because like everything, every event that ever happened, brings different scenarios, but within every scenario, there are opportunities to be discovered. And I want to talk to you about what COVID-19 did force us to do, because when we had the restrictions in place and we couldn't go to work anymore and we had to work from home, COVID made us stop. So by making us stop, it gave us time to consume more content. So everyone is consuming, most people are consuming more content. And I did a quick research to look at numbers, and I found that there was a massive increase in the use of social media over the last couple of months. Facebook reported a 70% increase in the use of the platform. LinkedIn Learning, had a 300% increase in the use of the platform. And the interactions, on LinkedIn increased over 55%. So if you think about it, okay, everyone is spending more time online today. So my question to you is, how are we taking advantage of this? Most of you, probably all of you, you are expert in your industries and you have an audience that you serve, okay? So how are we taking advantage of the extra use of social media from part of our audiences? Are we creating content? Are we communicating with our audiences? And are we actually engaging with them with valuable content that they want to consume? And the question is, are we creating the right content? Are we creating the right videos? Okay, so today we want to go into a journey to understand how we can use video to take advantage of this opportunity that COVID has presented us, to be more in touch with our clients, but not only that, to use this opportunity to help them go through this process, okay? So the first part of this presentation is about the do's and don'ts of producing your own videos, okay? First of all, I would focus on value. So the first do is do give value. Don't promote yourself. It's very important that you, as an expert in your industry, create videos, but not just videos, any type of content to give value to your ideal clients. On social media, I say this often, on social media, no one cares about our promotional videos, okay? On social media, people consume content that is either entertaining or educational. And if you think about inspirational videos are just videos that combine both. They're a bit entertaining and they're a little bit educational as well at the same time. So make sure that when you produce content for social media, you focus on that content, on content that is valuable for your ideal client. And again, show your expertise. and show that you care as well. So educational videos on social media allow us to showcase that we are the expert in the industry. So the more you give, the more you get. Focus on creating content that will help your ideal client in an area where you are an expert. But at the same time, because of the times that we're going through, show that you care for them, that you are creating this content because you identify that there is an area where you can help. Have a strategic approach. Not just create a video and put it out there. Make sure you plan this properly. Make sure you identify your ideal client. Make sure you identify the areas you can help them with your content. Make sure that you plan in advance. So yeah, think about your ideal client. Who is that person that you want to engage to make sure that they come back to you, and then when things get better, they engage on your services? So think about that. Who is that person? If you could choose the clients you want to engage with, which one would you choose and why? Those are your ideal clients. So my approach to this is talk just to your ideal clients, focus on them. Again, we're talking about a strategic approach, right? Now, are we looking to grow followers, or are we looking to engage and connect with ideal clients that will potentially buy our services? So I always have this discussion with friends and with colleagues and with clients, and I tell them, look, yeah, you can create all these funny videos and entertaining videos and put them out there, and you will get a lot of followers clicking on the videos, liking the videos, commenting on the videos. But actually, are these people ideal clients? Will they ever buy from you? So that's why it's so important to step back a little bit. So before you click record, you really want to identify who's your audience. That audience that will actually potentially buy your services, okay? So that's a very important point. Now, develop the right channels. Video is just a tool, okay? I say that video is the most effective tool to engage with your audience and with your clients. By the way, the most effective way of communication is face-to-face. Since we cannot do face-to-face, right next to that is video. Video is the only medium that allows you to connect at an emotional level with your audience. So, but at the same time, video is just a tool. It's a very effective tool. However, you need the right channels to put that video in front of the right people. So how's your social media today? How many followers, how many connections you have? Are you using the right social media platform to connect with your audience? Is your ideal client on Facebook? Is your ideal client on Instagram? Is your ideal client on LinkedIn? So make sure that you are in the right platform and that you are connecting with the right people on the right channels. Okay, so then you can deliver this piece of content, in an effective and efficient way. Now, different videos produce different results. Okay, very important. So on social media, my advice is to produce educational videos. Okay, your promotional videos and your client testimonial videos, those videos should be on your website. Okay, now on social media, no one cares about our promotional videos, and I think I said this earlier. Okay, so make sure that on social media you create content that will educate your clients, and then that you identify clearly what is the purpose of every piece of video you produce. For example, a profile video or company video will help you increase brand awareness. A case study video or a client testimonial video will help you to increase your conversion rate. Educational videos will help you increase, your lead generation. And that's why you use those platforms on social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram to engage with your ideal client. Now, not all videos can be produced in-house, unless you have a video production team in-house, of course. My advice is that all your educational videos, the videos for social media, they can be produced by you, because the most important part of these videos is the content that you are sharing. You're giving value. So it's okay if those videos are not professionally produced. However, your profile videos and your case studies, they must be produced by a videographer who understands the right proper use of lighting, sound, and images, okay? So now is the perfect time to start thinking about your corporate videos. Think about your company video, your profile video, your case studies. So because we have a bit more of time, we can start planning how we're gonna approach this when things go back to normal. And if you are producing your own videos, make sure that you get the right equipment and that you learn how to do it properly. There are so many free resources out there that you can use and you can find on YouTube. There are free webinars or free training courses that you can use, so you can go there and learn how to use the equipment. You need lighting, you need proper sound, you need the right cameras, you need a whole variety of implements that will allow you to ensure that you take the most out of your videos, okay? So very important. And today we're gonna cover some of these. I'm gonna show you the equipment, you can buy, and I'm gonna show you some basics on how to use it as well, okay? Let's keep going. Now we think about, okay, so how to create valuable content for social media? We know we have to create educational videos, but how do we do it? So I'm gonna give you a few tips on how to create the most effective educational videos for social media, okay? So number one, you want to identify your ideal client's biggest problems. So think about, especially what are they going through right now, okay? So focus on that, identify the problems. In your video, describe the problem and then provide expert advice, free advice with quick solutions. 5 tips to, especially with, there's so many new needs coming in the market with the COVID, with the JobKeeper program, with, legal issues, accounting issues. So in any area in which you are an expert, there are things that you can give away in terms of expert advice and quick solution. Don't talk about your business. Don't talk about yourself or about your expertise. Just give expert advice. So how do we show that we are the expert? Not by saying, I am the expert. You show that you are the expert by giving expert advice. So then people will recognize you as the expert in the industry, okay? Then, I always recommend that you write a script, because the script will allow you to keep the content concise. Since all of you are experts in your different areas, it's likely that if I ask you to record a video in a particular topic, you might just keep talking and talking forever, right? Because we all do. That's why we want to have a script, because the script is going to allow us to have content and clear ideas for us to deliver, okay? Now, if you practice enough, then you might be able to memorize your script and just deliver it from the top of your head. Otherwise, there are some tools you can use, like a teleprompter, that I'm going to show you later, that you can use so you can read your script from your phone at the same time you are delivering the content. Very powerful tool, okay? Here, create a short video, but a longer version for YouTube. So this is a very important point. And I want you to, this is a very, very important point. Social media is a social platform, which means that we go there to socialize. We don't go to social media to learn something new. Every time you want to learn something new, you would go to Google or you would go to YouTube, to a YouTube page, and you will say how to do X, Y, and Z. So that's why videos for social media should be short, ideally 60 to 90 seconds. LinkedIn recommend that your video shouldn't be longer than 2 minutes, and the ideal length is around 90 seconds as well, which is what every videographer will recommend to you, okay? So make sure that your videos on LinkedIn are short, okay? And ongoing. You want to produce ongoing content that will remind people about your expertise. And then you can create a longer video for YouTube. So you can even send people to your YouTube channel to subscribe for a longer piece of education, okay? Every video on social media should have a call to action at the end, something like, for more information, visit our website. If you want to learn more, give me a call or contact me for a free consultation, or you can give a quick offer there. Okay, so at the end is when you have the call to action and you connect, the next action you want your ideal client to take. And finally, I would say produce at least one video a week. That's the minimum. So in a year, you have to produce 52 videos. Okay, now there is a methodology to do this. I have a method that I'm going to share with you later as well on how to create unlimited content. Some companies are producing, one video a day. I share probably one video a day, or every second day I will share a video there. But you want to produce ongoing content, because the more content you produce, the more value you give, the more you will be recognized as the expert in that area. Now, some people say, well, is that too much? When is too much? Well, if you're giving value to the right people, it's never too much. The problem is when you stop giving value, or when you give value to the wrong audience. So that's why the ideal clients and the right content, okay? So how do we find ideas for content? Okay, we say, okay, how do I keep producing all this content? I mean, ideas. I think we are experts in our industries, so it shouldn't be difficult for us to find ideas for content. So I'm gonna show you like a little part of a methodology we can use to develop ideas, okay? So step number one, you want to identify your areas of expertise. So take a moment now to think about your areas of expertise within your business, okay? What are they? Usually they are associated to your services that you offer. For example, if we're talking about the real estate industry, okay, I'm just gonna mention three of them: investment property, property management, loans, okay? Those are three areas of expertise. If we keep thinking about them, we can create 15, 20 areas of expertise. So do this exercise now and later. So you want to identify your areas, and then you want to create content per each area of expertise. So for example, step number 2, I would suggest that you mix each area of expertise with a generic title. And you can have 10 generic titles, right? I'm gonna give you 3 of them. So did you know that? 5 tips to the do's and don'ts in. So when you have your list of areas of expertise, like here, investment property, property management, and then you combine them with generic titles, you create a matrix of content. And from here, you will have an infinite list of titles, of content. And because you're the expert, you can create all these videos, right? So for example, so these are the 3 areas of expertise, all right? Think about yours. Just think about one right now. And then with that one area of expertise that you have in mind, think about how you combine that with those generic titles that right there. So let's do the exercise with this example. For example, investment property, right? And then we can go forward. Do you know that investment property is the most profitable investment? We have a title there, ready to produce a video for it. Number 2, 5 tips to secure your first investment property. And number 3, the do's and don'ts in investment property, right? Easy. So what you do, you combine your generic titles with your areas of expertise. So no matter which industry you are right now, health, construction, coaching, you can do this exercise, and then you will come up with the titles of the content you want to create. And then from there, you just have to write a script. How will you write the script? In very simple words. Just the same way you talk to a friend when they ask you for some advice, okay? You will share value. You don't want to talk about you, remember that? You don't talk about yourself, you talk about, the problem and the solution. Or if you're giving tips, you just keep the tips. Today, I'm going to share with you 5 tips to secure your first investment property. And then you go for it, okay? So that's how you identify ideas for your content, okay? Now, normally we would take an hour to do this exercise when we run workshops, right? Now, this is just, we have only an hour, but I wanted to share this with you because I think this could be very valuable for the moment you want to start creating your content, okay? Good. Now, I'm gonna give you some tips to film your own educational videos. So after you have your content and you have your scripts, now you want to film that, okay? So let's start with what you need to film your videos. And this is very basic stuff, right? You need a camera, of course, we need a camera. But again, you have different cameras. For example, you have cameras like the one in the picture, like this one. This is around $7,500 camera, right? Professional camera we use to film professional videos, okay? And then you have other DSLR cameras for $1,000. But basically I said, for your educational videos, if you are not a professional videographer or you don't have a video team working with you, just use your phone. Smartphone today provide a high enough quality for you to produce really good videos. The problem is that we don't know how to use it properly, or we don't know how to do the right setup. But with the right setup, your iPhone can do really good things for you, okay? So use your smartphone. You need a tripod, please. I cannot emphasize this enough. Never film without a tripod, because when you have a tripod in front of you, like right now, I can use my hands, I can stand properly, I can frame my video in a way that's going to allow me, you know, to look at, to manage the background, okay? And then you can deliver your content. When you have your phone in your hands and you go around, it's very distracting for the background, okay? So you want to make sure that you have a proper frame and you have the proper tripod at the right height, okay? If I'm like this and I talk to you like that, I lose all authority, all right? So you have to make sure you are in the right position as well. If I'm too close to you, I'm looking down, I look authoritarian. So make sure that you have the right settings as well. And I have some free videos on my website where you can go and learn how to do the proper setup of all of this as well. So never use a selfie stick if you are in a professional industry, okay? If you work outdoors, you know, if you work in adventure, or even if you are probably working at a gym, yes, use a selfie stick. But if you're producing professional content for your professional audience, for your ideal client, make sure you always use a tripod. Now, a tripod like that will cost you around $100, okay? So I have one here as well. So this is pretty much the same stuff that is on the PowerPoint. The tripod costs you probably $100, and this thing on top, which is to hold my phone, cost me around $20. You know? So then what you do, if you double click, I think you will be able to see this. Put your phone there, you know, you have your tripod, there. Ooh, camera, there. And then you're ready to deliver your content with your camera in front of you, okay? Very important that you have your tripod. Now, this is my clicker. Now, microphone, always use a lapel microphone. I don't support any other microphone for video rather than a lapel microphone. And there are options, right? We have the one there, like this. They cost you $1,000, one pair, okay? And this is how we do it professionally, $1,000. However, you can have something like that, like this, right? Which is the same one in the picture. And this one would cost you $70. Now, all prices are going up because everyone is buying this stuff. So if you go online, prices are increasing, but it's still very affordable kit, okay? So this is the one I recommend. Now, after I finish this, I will put a slide with some of the, with the whole kit where you can go and buy stuff, okay? So I'm gonna share some information with you. I'm not affiliated with anyone. I'm just giving you what I think is the best solution, okay? So this is the microphone I recommend. Now, your microphone should be here, right? Probably 10 centimeters from the chin. Make sure you hide your cable, please. Don't show me the cable. Show me the microphone, it's fine, because you're recording a video. So I assume you are using a microphone, but the cable is not professional, okay? Hide the cable. Lighting. So additional lighting is always recommended, okay? Make sure that you always have some extra lighting, because the quality of your videos, will not depend on the camera, will depend on the lights that you have available. So it's very important that you have additional lighting, but also the right lighting. There are different types of lights, and this is something we all know. We have tungsten, which is warm, right? We have fluorescent light, which is blue. In the offices, we have some of that, and we have white light. So white light is the light from the sun. So that's why we look at our best during the day with the white light, because that's the natural light that we have on our skin, right? So the sun is white light, but then we have the lights on that PowerPoint that you can see there. We have soft boxes and we have LED lights. So the LED lights and the soft boxes are white lights. That's why you can combine soft boxes and LED lights with the sun, because they're all white and make us look beautiful, right? Now, soft boxes are great. Those are the ones I recommend, right? The one on the bottom right there, because the soft boxes, they are soft light, which means that it hides all the wrinkles, right? So it's very good to have soft light because you look 20 years younger, and we all like that, right now. So soft box is really good. Now, how you utilize is very important. By the way, the soft boxes there, they cost around $150. Okay, and you can buy all of that on eBay. Now, the lights should always go above your head, right? Like this, facing down. Why? Because by doing that, we have the natural shade in our face. So, see, you can see, if you double click on my face on the video, you can see that I have a very defined line here, because all the light I'm using here comes from above. And then I have depth in my eye, and the depth is given by the light coming from the right position. It's very important that we do this, because for thousands and millions of years of evolution, that's how we recognize other humans. You know, all this artificial lighting is new for us. So subconsciously, we recognize a human by these things that are natural, okay? So what happened? When you have a ring light, which is something I don't recommend at all, the ring light, you put it on the camera, and it comes straight to you, right? And then you lose all the depth in your eyes. You lose all your natural features that we are used to see. So very important that the light goes up, and then that you don't mix the light. I think I didn't finish that point before. So use white light as much as possible, and if you have tungsten light, turn them off. Sometimes when you are in the office, it's very difficult to turn some lights off. So do the best you can, but try not to mix the lights. Okay. Anything else about? Oh, avoid direct sunlight on your face. Very important, because otherwise it's gonna. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good for your face, the direct light. Make sure that the light from the front is stronger than from the background. Very important. Sometimes you look dark and you don't know why you look so dark. It's because there is a light from the back. You have a window at the back when the sun is, hitting you from the back. And if that's too strong, that's gonna make you look dark, because the camera will auto compensate for the light. So light at the front should be always stronger, okay? Teleprompter. I love the teleprompter. Not everyone loves the teleprompter, but the teleprompter is a really, really good tool, because it allows you to read your script at the same time you are recording your video. Very, very useful, okay? So what you do, the teleprompter is an app that you put on your phone, okay? So you put the app on your phone, and then you write your scripts on your computer, and then you email that script to your phone. You put it into your teleprompter app. Well, it's an app that costs around I think $40 now. Everything's going up because of what's going on. So you put the app in here. You put then you add the script, and then you play the script. And as you play the script, you can read it. Very, very useful. Now, the first videos you produce with a teleprompter, you probably won't like them, and it's okay because we're not meant to be good at video. We're not meant to be good in front of the camera. But the more we practice, the better we get. And maybe I should show you quickly. Let me see if I can do this. You have time? All right. This was not prepared, but I think it's very valuable for you to see this. So I'm going to share my screen, the screen of my phone with you, okay? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna plug my phone, and I'm going to share this because I think this is very valuable, okay? So that's my phone in there. I'm going to share that. Let me stop showing that. Stop share. Okay, so now you should be able to see my phone full screen. Please tell me on the chat if you are able to see the phone, okay? Yes, perfect, great. So what I'm doing now, well, I'm a bit lost here. Perfect. Also, I'm gonna go into the teleprompt app there, okay? So this app, this is a very interesting app. So what I'm gonna do here, and by the way, I'm gonna give you a video at the end that you can go and learn how to use all of this stuff. So see that? I have all my scripts in there, okay? And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna choose one script, and I'm gonna play the script. When I play the script, and then you can see me there in the background, right? So when I go here, when I just putting my phone on the tripod I showed you before, and I can just read the script, right? So for example, when I pause this, by the way, this is how you frame yourself. This is how you frame yourself. Right, so this is my phone. So this is my phone there, and this is not the ideal background, but see the lines? I'm gonna frame myself in the right corner there. And when I know that I'm ready to go, right? I got the right frame, I got the right lighting, and I'm ready to go, okay? So now I'm gonna go to the teleprompter app, click on there, and then I'm gonna play it. I hit record there with video. And then what I do is just read the script and I record my video. So for example, if I start here, I say, video can help you improve your business in 3 key areas: brand awareness, conversion rate, and lead generation. But for each of them, you need different videos, right? So I'm reading at the same time my phone is recording, which is a really, really useful tool we can all use, you know, to make sure that we don't have to memorize our scripts. Now, again, as I said before, this requires practice. I'm going back. So what I was doing, I had my phone here, and I was doing that at the same time. Okay, let me go back to the PowerPoint. Well, I hope that was useful, just to show you how it works. Where are you guys? Let me go back to Zoom. Right. Where are you? Chat. I'm going to talk about subtitles a bit later in the editing part. So yeah, so keep your questions to the end, so then we can go on and look at all of them. Okay, what else we need? We need a quiet space. Make sure you film behind doors, ideally, unless you, of course, you work outdoors in a construction site, but make sure it's quiet. You want to move away from the TV, from the radio, from noises of traffic, you know, from the fridge, from everywhere. Interesting background, yeah, very important. You know, you don't want to have anything distractive behind. Dress code, how will you dress for that most important meeting that can give you that ideal time? Every time we record a video, we're putting ourselves in a digital format that might last forever and might go all around the world. And maybe that's the video that's going to connect with that ideal client. So dress for your videos the same way you would dress for your most important meeting, all of them. Don't look like you are in your pajamas, because we're COVID, just pajamas. No, just do it properly, make an effort, because that's gonna show how much you care, how professional you are. So very important that you dress properly. And then your makeup and hair, same thing. Now, all these tips I'm giving you, they also apply for your Zoom meetings, especially with the makeup and hair. Just do something that represents you and represent your business and your branding. And don't just start your Zoom meeting. I see this all the time when people go live. People click record and they see themselves on the camera and they start, fixing their hair and fixing the color, and help, so test it first, test your dress code, test your makeup and hair, test your background. When you film your videos, especially for this type of videos, you're not going live. So test it. Don't be so ready to start recording and then realize that you need to make all these changes, okay? Because it's very important that you test it. And when you go live, if you're doing something live, make sure you test it before. Don't just start, fixing your hair or fixing your glasses or the background as you go. That's very unprofessional. So that's not accepted until my standards. So make sure you prepare. It's all about preparation. So for your videos, it's all about preparation. Now, this is your ideal filming kit for under $500. So there is a website address there. So you go to my website. I have links for most of this stuff. So you can go directly on eBay, just click, go and buy it. I'm not affiliated with anyone, right? I'm just putting together the links that I think you can go and access to buy your equipment. Now, I also have additional educational videos on how to use the teleprompter and how to use the video editing tool that I recommend, okay? We have 38 minutes. Okay, so let's keep going. Oof. I'm gonna give you some tips to present in front of the camera to make sure that you look professional and that you enjoy the process, okay? So number one, you want to drink plenty of water, but beforehand. It's not just before you start ordering 2 hours earlier or even the day before. Just make sure you hydrate yourself a few hours later, so then you are hydrated for your presentation. Do some breathing exercises, very important. This is all part of a warm-up, ritual that especially actresses and actors do and the TV presenters do before they go on stage. So breathing, relax. You want to do this for like 5 minutes. So basically, you are doing some conscious breathing. This will help you oxygenate, your body, your system, your brain, so the ideas are clear, and then you can just go for it, and and be the clearest as possible when you are delivering your content. Stretch the muscles of your face. We hold a lot of tension here in our jaw, so make sure you stretch your jaw like this. Do circles. You can do a little massage as well. Feels really good. So if you're there, just do it. Nobody's seeing you. I'm the only one doing this on camera. So, very good for your jaw to relax your face, eyebrows, stretch your eyebrows. Happy face, surprise, upset and angry, right? So do some of that stuff, right? There are plenty of resources online that you can find to help you with your warm-up. And that's really good because then you can articulate better. For me, it's very helpful. Release tension. So you want to, your shoulders, your neck. You want to stretch. You want to jump. Very important, especially right before you start delivering. And then you anchor yourself and you're ready to go. Okay? Then you want to look at the camera. don't look at yourself. That's one of the biggest mistakes that we make as well. Apart from, you know, grooming ourselves in camera, we look at ourselves. Look at the camera. Very important. You know, that's how you connect with people at home or at their offices. And then you have to smile from start to finish. You start with a big smile, you keep going, you keep delivering your content, and at the end, you finish, and you finish with a big smile. And then you hold it for a few seconds, because then you can do some editing there, okay? Very important to smile. Just think what you do when you are on the phone. That's what we do all the time. Finally, have fun. If you don't have fun making videos, your audience will not have fun consuming your content. So make sure you have fun. You know, you are not meant to be good at this stuff. No one is meant to be good, all right? But if you practice, you get better. Like, I arrived in Australia 13 years ago, and I couldn't even speak one word of English. It took me a long time to be comfortable to be in front of the camera. But if I can do this, anyone watching can do this, okay? But how did I get over it? By having fun, by making a fool of myself, you know, by playing with the camera. So exaggerate, and then you play it back, you review it, and then you improve, okay? But again, there are experts out there, you know, even Kate, you know, Kate is a professional actress. And actually, yeah, she's back with us, because I would like to ask you, Kate, as a professional actress, and I mean, everything I learned from people like yourself. I mean, you went to, you know, you learn all this stuff, and I'm sure you have more tips to give us. So is there anything else you would like to add to this?
No, I mean, I think you've pretty much covered it. I think, as Cristian said, preparation is really key. It's all about practice. I actually feel like I'm a really anxious, nervous person generally. So just practice is key. Vocal warm-ups, especially if you haven't had any experience speaking publicly. I personally love some of these and a couple of these. They like also work to kind of relax your face, which we don't realize is one of the tensest areas of our bodies. In terms of what I would wear on camera, just stay away from anything with a really busy pattern. And if you're in front of a green screen, like no green clothing. Aside from that, no, I think everything you've said is perfect. Keep smiling, breathe. You're going to make a mistake, and that's okay. Just pick up at the thought, at the beginning of the thought, and see it through from there. But aside from that, yeah, have fun.
Right. All right. I keep going with the next part. And thank you, Kate. Thank you for that. Yeah, very important to what you're wearing. Nothing too bright, you know, nothing too obscure as well, unless you're doing some contrast with your background. Okay, so let's move into editing your own videos. I'm gonna go quick on this, well, but basically, this is the app I recommend. And that's the one that I have researched, and from every research I've done, this is the one I find is the easiest, more effective to use. Again, I'm not affiliated with them. Yes, this is my research independently, and this you buy from $70 US online for a lifetime license. And again, on my website, you can go and find all these videos that will show you how you can use this app. This is for non-professionals, of course. If you are a professional, yeah, there are all these other apps, you know, you talk about Final Cut and Adobe Premiere, but yeah, but in professional it takes, you know, 6 months to learn how to use it. And to understand it's a different game. So for non-professionals, I recommend use Filmora. Very easy to use and give you a really good results. Tips for editing your videos. So of course, you're filming with your phone, right? You can always do a bit of editing here on your phone, but then you want to transfer the video from your phone to your computer. And on your computer, you want to add some things that will enhance the quality and the message of your video. Number one, you want to have an intro, but keep it short. I've seen some videos sometimes that, you know, the intro is like 20 seconds. By the time the intro finishes, I'm done with your video, because you show me videos of you presenting or you doing this. I don't really care. Give me the content. So that's why the intro has to be short, okay? The outro, which is the end of the video, no more than 5 seconds. Just enough for you to add your contact details, your website, your email address, and your phone number. Okay, and the call to action, which is a voice saying, for more information, visit our website. If you want to book a consultation with me, go to my website or get my free ebook from this address. So very important to have a short outro, but you must have an outro because that's the call to action that will take people to do something else. Okay, always add subtitles. And I saw a question before about subtitles. There is this website that is very famous now. It's called Rev. Okay, so rev.com. What you do when your video is ready and when you finish your editing, you can submit this video to them. They will translate, not translate, they do it for me. They will transcribe your video and they will send you with time code. So what happens is that when your video is done, without subtitles, what you can do, you upload your video on YouTube or you upload your video on your social media platforms like LinkedIn or Facebook, and then you can upload the file they send you. Okay, so the subtitles will not be embedded in the video, but will be an extra that you can add through these platforms. Okay, you can also add subtitles in this editing tool, Filmora, right? You can write them there, and since you have your script ready, you just have to copy and paste them. It's very easy. Okay, you want to add titles to reinforce key messages. Okay, for example, big ideas, you want to put them on big text. So that's why if you can see me there, if you stand on one side of the video like this, let's say this is my friend, okay? You're gonna have some text on the screen here, saying tip number 1, tip number 2, right? So if you are adding text, fill on 1/3 of your screen. If you are not adding text, fill in the middle, okay? Your name and your title will also go in text, You don't want to start your script by saying, hi, my name is Cristian. I run a video production agency, and this is who I am. You are wasting time by introducing yourself. So don't introduce yourself. Put your name there in text. So that's what you do with titles as well during the video. You can use music. Actually, I recommend the use of music because music will allow you to connect at an emotional level with your audience. But choose music that has no lyrics because the lyrics will interfere when you're talking, and some song that fits your brand, very important. And then if you look at those 2 links there, you can buy music from there and some stock footage in case you want to put some stock footage on top. Yeah, so that's how you do your editing. I know this is very quick. We normally do this in a full day training or half a day online training now. But I wanted to put together all of this content for you because I know I can spark ideas and I can show you what is possible. This is possible, for you as an independent business, or if you work for a larger business and you have a marketing team, you can produce your content yourself. Again, some videos can be done by you, some videos must be done by a videographer, but the videos that can be done by you, we have to make sure we do it properly. Yeah, it's a huge opportunity today with video, right? We are spending more time in social media and online than ever before. So make sure you take advantage of this because the first one doing this will be the ones that will get the most of the benefits, okay? So yeah, I think video is the most effective way to communicate online. And if we do it properly, we can have huge benefits. So thank you for joining me today. That was the end of my presentation. Again, go to my website. I have plenty of additional resources there. And also I'm currently running an online video training. So you can check that on my website or contact me privately if you want to learn more. But I hope this was valuable, and I just wanted to give you as much as I could. So thank you very much for joining me, and back to you, Kate.
Thank you so much, Cristian. We have a whole bunch of questions. We won't be able to get through all of them tonight, but as Cristian said, he does do this professionally. There is a full course that you can sign up to, and for all of those who have put their LinkedIn details, I will be sending through that link along with that email. Otherwise, you can also find him personally on LinkedIn as well and at his website. Now, Cristian, are you okay if we ask a few questions before we finish up?
Please, yeah, I have plenty of time. So if
Okay.
you want to stay, I'll stay here.
Perfect. So someone's asked, what if someone has two areas of expertise which are totally different? How do you bring balance or choose one over the other?
Well, I mean, what do you do? I mean, you want to show expertise in a way that if you are an expert and you have different areas, there's no problem with that. I think that the problem is when you have two different ideal clients that might not talk to each other because they have different needs. So if you're running two separate businesses with different brands, yeah, you have to brand that separately. However, it's the same industry, and you think that this applies for more corporates, and there is something that is the same, which are your values and your standards. So I guess what it changed are the needs of my ideal client. So the needs will change. What will never change will be the values and standards, because those are the ones that represent my business. So if you are running a business that really represents your values and standards, the only thing you need to focus on different needs for different clients. So that shouldn't be a problem. Okay?
Yeah, I agree. And I actually think it's that point of difference that makes you, can potentially make you more interesting, or, can make you more interesting to potential clients. There are people like Marie Forleo who are exceptional multi-entrepreneurs who have multiple different kind of interests that she seamlessly puts together that actually puts her ahead of other people in that particular industry. Yes. Because she's found her niche.
Yeah, I think the key there is to be true to ourselves. I'm true to my business, and I serve this type of people. They might have different needs, but my clients they share something in common, and that commonality are my values and standards. So it shouldn't be any conflict with that.
Yeah, definitely. So I have a question here as well. Can music be added, or would you recommend music is added in educational videos too, or only in promotional videos?
I add music to all my videos. Mm-hmm. Okay, the music will stimulate something within the audience. It's very important that we choose the right music, something that is not distracting. So it doesn't have to interfere with the message. You have to enhance the message or put the person in the right mindset or in the right state to absorb that message in a better way. So my advice is to put music in all videos, but it has to be the right song. It has to be the right volume as well.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm just looking through these questions. We're only going to be able to answer one more. I'm so sorry, guys. But once again, you can sign up to his full program, which will cover absolutely everything. What social media accounts do you think are currently saturated with video, and do you have any tips on standing out?
I guess all social media platforms are having an excess of video today. This is not going back. We will see more and more video. I think the key for us is how do we provide more value than the other. That's how you stand out with social media, is giving value and talking to the right people, to the right audience. There are so many people creating all these videos, to get famous or to get a lot of clicks and following, but you don't want to connect with everyone. You want to connect with the right people at the right time and give them the right message. So if you give enough value, people will follow you. Since I started, I call myself video strategist 3 or 4 years ago when I did my research and I found that there were no video strategists out there. And now there are probably thousands around the world. But people follow me because I keep giving value. So it's consistency in giving value, and I cannot emphasize that enough.
Yeah, consistency and value adding. That's pretty much the perfect balance. Okay, well, we're going to finish up. Cristian, that was incredible. There are so many comments in this chat box right now saying how wonderful this webinar has been, and I absolutely mirror those sentiments. Thank you again, Cristian.
Thank you very much, everyone, and it was a big pleasure to share this with you. And feel free to email me, and you can contact me through LinkedIn if you want to have questions. Happy to answer your questions as well. So thank you very much, and have a great night and weekend ahead. And stay safe.
Stay Stay safe. Good night, everybody.
Good night.